Hey Wargamers, we're moving into the last but not least, the heavy support for the current 2013 Codex. On the list is the Battle Wagon. This is the actual Game Workshop model. For a long time, actually this is what I did with my grots. Made little grot riggers. Usually I take it with a def roller if I'm going to be moving up and actually engaging people, which a lot of the time you want to do that unless you're driving around with like tank busters against Tyranids or just driving around with something else, just giving an extra cover save to somebody. But for 14 armor, they're pretty cheap. 90 points with kitted out, you're probably looking at somewhere in the 110 to 130, depending on how crazy you want to get with them. The only upgrades I usually give them are the def roller, grot riggers, armor plates. Usually, if I do a def roller, I will do a wrecking ball, the def roller kind of takes the place of reinforcement ram. Usually, if I do any kind of heavy weapon in it, I'll do a cannon. I rarely will do ever a lob or a zap gun, even those once in a blue moon. It's either most of the time I'm using it as a transport device, not a shooting weapon. The ballistic skill is terrible. It's still 2. So on a cannon, you're just doing the little small blast, and that's about it. Kill a cannon, never. 60 points, doesn't do much, never. I don't even know how you get a kill a cannon. I think it comes in the def roller kit, but it just looks like a regular cannon. You can take up to 4 rockets or big shooters. Again, rockets 10 points a piece. That's pretty expensive. I would usually do anywhere from 2 to 4 big shooters if you're just going to stand still and shoot with something else inside of it, like standing and shooting with ludas or something. Because it is open top, so everybody inside can shoot normally as long as it's only moved 6 inches. If it's gonna stand still, I would do 4 big shooters, and you pretty much have a good. You can pretty much. I would say if you got this, your big shooters are on the sides, so you can 50-50, and then the other 2 are up here, and they have a 360 because they're a turret, and then the big. And the reason, so that's for the shooting. Now, if you're going to do the def roller with the wrecking ball, the trick is that, let's get just some regular guy. Let's just get this. So if you ram them with the def roller, you get D6 strength 10 AP nothing hits against that group. If they decide to do like that hold your ground or whatever it is to have one guy stay behind and try to blow it up, you get an additional D6 strength 10 hits against them. So you're pretty much going to insta-kill most things. I have yet to find anyone that's willing to actually stay behind and try to attack 14 front with a death roller with potential of 12 strength 10 hits against it. So what they'll do is they'll move their guys to the side after the D6 first barrage of hits, and you'll finish your movement either hitting someone else or you'll go stop somewhere along the side here, and then that's where you have your wrecking ball. So your wrecking ball does a strength 9 hit on a 4-up against the group that's on the side where within 2 inches of the wrecking ball. So you'll get D6 hits, strength 10 hitting it, they move to the side, and then you'll get strength 9 hits 50% of the time against that group too. It's a double hit. It's almost an auto-occlude. So the def roller is 20 points and the wrecking ball is 10 points. So 30 points is just what it is, the upgrade, 30 points. Pretty good. So next, we're going to speed along, is the Def Dread. Great unit. You can take big shooters, rocket launcher, custom mega blaster, or scorches, and you have to take 2 of them, because he has secondary weapons right here. Most of the time, I take his ballistic skill again. It's an orc boy inside. Yeah, it's an orc boy inside, so his ballistic skill is 2. It's garbage. Normally I take us 2 scorches, which is only 5 points apiece. So all equipped it out, he's 85 points. He's a dreadnought, so he's super slow. But he's one of those characters or models on the board that you have to deal with, or else he's just gonna wreck house. He's has armor 12 on the front and on the sides. Not the greatest in the world, but he has 3 attacks, 4 on the charge, and you can give him extra close combat weapons, which normally I don't do because it makes it too expensive. But if he survives, because he's one of those priority targets you have to shoot at, if he survives, you can drop 2 templates, strength 5 hits on anybody, and he'll tear armor up, he'll tear troops up, he'll just... If you attack him or you assault him, which I have no idea why you would, he has he does the wall of flame ×2 against you. So it is strength 5, so it's pretty strong. And he with a mech, he takes troop, so now he can hold objectives in cover. So he's good. I like him. I use him occasionally. Killicans. These little fun guys, they're grots inside this time, so the ballistic skill is 3. These are a little bit better on the shooting, so this is the only time I would actually consider getting a rocket or a custom mega blaster. A lot of people say in 6 these guys are dead because they only have 2 hold points and their front armor is 11. A bolter's going to have to glance it to death with 6s. And usually I have a mech within 6 inches so they get at least a cover of 5 up. These are your shooting troops. Normally I would not assault with these. They're very good in assault. They're strength 10. They have a close combat weapon, 2 attacks, 3 on the charge. They're solid. But I would normally just sit these guys in covers with rockets or custom mega blasters or even Grotzukas. I didn't realize how strong 3 Grotzukas in a group was until Lady Mac just completely wiped out a Space Marine armor squad with them. And they're just strong enough to be annoying. They're cheap. They're 35 points with a Grotzuka, so they're 45 points. They're kind of like a good shooting Terminator, really. You know, just I would keep him back. If you're gonna run them, squad of 3. Just Grotzukas, either 1 or 3 would just ruin a day. Their small blast ×2, and their ballistic skill is garbage, but they do deviate. But you know what? Who cares? Try it. So Killicans are I like them, but you have to have the custom the custom force field or in cover, and they're good shooty, so don't rush them in. Keep them back. If in doubt, here's your Def Dread, which everyone has to shoot. Keep them behind. These guys can disrupt some stuff and create choke points. So moving on, flash kits, which I've never actually used, but I might actually use pretty soon because one of our customers had us made a whole bunch of Nobz that are flash kits. They're the rich flash kits. They're the rich Nobz, so they can buy better weapons. The thing that I guess I didn't catch on before, which is probably why I never used them, is that you roll on their AP value. So again, it's a random weapon, which a lot of people don't like, so that's probably why they don't use them. But a random AP, an orc has the potential of getting a regular shooting 24-inch range of AP 1, 2, or 3. Has the potential. That's worth investing into. I mean, 24 inches, all his upgrades. It goes from Assault 1 to Assault 2. That's an auto upgrade. You're getting twice as many shots for 5 points. Auto include. And he's only 25 points, so 35. All kitted out, he's 35. He's 40 points. Little expensive, but he can take down Terminators. And you have a group of 5 of them. All of them can take down Terminators. AP1 or AP2 taking down tanks, squadrons, skimmers, whatever. His upgrades pretty much are auto include. 1 is more Dakka, gives him twice as many shots for 5 points. Auto include. The shootier upgrades from strength 5 to strength 6. 5 points for potential instant death of a lot of creatures and a lot of Imperial Guard, and a better chance of taking down vehicles. Auto include. Blasta. It subtracts 1 from your rolling of AP value. So the most minimum you can get is AP 5. And it gives it the gets hot roll, which is bad. But, so that means you could have AP 1. So you have to roll 1 for your AP value, and then roll 1 again for your gets hot roll. And it's kind of risky adding gets hot, but -1 is a big deal. Just think, going from AP 4 to killing Space Marines at AP 3. And you can get this captain. He's got a strength 7 AP 2 gun that gets hot, and it's assault 3 24-inch range. Obviously I've never used him because I've never used flash gets, but he seems okay. And for a 135 point upgrade, so 160 points for just this additional extra special character, I could never ever see him being used, ever. So he's just too expensive. Moving on is big guns. This is obviously not a Game Workshop model. This is like a zap gun that I use the additional zap gun from my battle wagon to create, and this is I want to say this is a fantasy cannon or a catapult from, I don't know. So that's that. Big guns made a huge leap in 6th edition. They went from having, having wounds of 1 with toughness, or no, I think they had an armor value. Anyways, they just jumped tremendously. Now they're toughness 7, and they have the potential of doing out strength 8 shots at a better ballistics skill of 3, so you're hitting on 4s, and you can add up tons of different ammo runs, so you can just keep re-rolling if you wanted to, hitting whoever you want. I think big guns are great. I only have 1, which I probably need to either scratch build or try to find the models for at least two more, because you can take them in groups of 3. Ideally, for 20 points, having 2 groups of 3, 120 points, putting out 6 potentially re-rollable strength 8 AP 3 shots with potential blasts as well, I think it's worth it. And I'll have to look into explore the flash kits and the big guns a little more. And the last one, and I love it, and if you've seen it in most of my battle reports, is the looted wagon. So this is not a Game Workshop model. This is a World War II Sherman, I want to say, that I got from Michaels for I think $6 or $7, and then just kitted it up. So there's some exhaust pipes. There's some Dakka and rivets. The gun that it came with was too small, so I boomed it out. And some spikes. A looted wagon, you can go one of 2 ways. One, you can make it a transport with a Scorcha, which I have yet to do yet. Repeat. Again, if they turn it into a torrent weapon, that would be well worth it. Strength 5, shooting out up to 18 inches, that would be well worth it. I have a feeling in the new codex they're going to get rid of this altogether. Knowing Game Workshop, they don't have a model for it, and they leave it up to you to go take any model out there, even a non-Game Workshop one, and turn it into as long as it looks like one. I think this is the best idea they had in Orks, and this is why I actually picked Orks, is that you can make your own tanks. How cool is that? I think they're going to do away with it because they're going to have it, or they're going to have a particular model for it, which would be kind of stupid. But anyways, boom gun is pretty much what I add. strength 8, AP 3, large blast is pretty amazing. No doubt about it. The only drawback to a looted wagon is the don't press that rule, where you roll at the beginning of the turn. If you roll a 1, he automatically goes flat out and can't shoot at all. This could be a problem because he is, at minimum, he is 105 points, and you could have a 105 point model that just drives out in the middle of nowhere and just sits there and can't shoot. And his front armor and side armor are 11, so he's just super easy to kill. So what I usually do is I brace him against some sort of cover or a building, so that if he does do a don't press that, he only moves like 1 inch and freaks out, so he doesn't go out in the middle of the field. Looted wagon has to be in cover or has to be within 6 inches of the mech, no doubt about it. But that's a fun model. I like using, at least when I use them, I usually use 2. 1 is too variable. There was a battle report that I do have on YouTube that you guys could actually go down and watch. It was against Tau. I only had 1. I think it only hit maybe 4 fire warriors towards the end or in the middle somewhere, and you know, no big deal. Didn't really do much damage. Oh, and it's an ordnance weapon, so hitting tanks is pretty good with this. But you know, a lot of orcs, we don't have anything over really. Strength 8 is the best we're gonna have, unless you're a power claw, which you have to be just right up on top of them. But anyways, that's heavy support. I hope you guys like orcs as much as we do. They're a great army. Looking forward to the new codex whenever that comes out. I'm actually really excited to see how cheesy the orcs can get, just like the new Tau, the new demons, and the new Eldar got just absolutely beefed up. I'm really curious to see how the orcs are going to do in this. Hopefully, a lot of the rumors are grot armies, which grots are useless to begin with, so I really don't hope they don't go in that too much, unless a grot can get custom mega blasters. Other than that, I don't see any other use for grots. So thank you for watching. Let me leave a comment. Let me know what other types of videos besides obviously battle reports that you want to see. Also, I am open to you guys sending me an email at MiniGamePainter@gmail. Send me your army lists. Most of my knowledge is in 40k, but we paint all different kinds of armies of other games. But yeah, I'll do a review on your army and probably end up either sending you an email or doing a video about it. If you can, please include your screen name, whether you got me on Instagram or on your username for YouTube, and include how many points you're looking at playing, when your game is, so I can try and get back to you as soon as possible, and we can kind of iron out your list and see what happens. Other than that, please subscribe. We enjoy hearing your feedback as well. Leave a comment, see what you did, and if you like things like this, I can definitely do Space Wolves as well as Chaos Space Marines this way as well. I have those codexes. I've played those. I have experience with those. I have experience with Imperial Guard, Tyranids, almost everybody except for Demons, Eldar, Sisters of Battle. Those are the ones I don't really know too much about, but hey, I'm willing to learn anything. So, alright, have a good one. Bye.